Hare Krishna. We'll begin with prayers. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapad Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखावितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Welcome everyone for today's Disasti class. So we are doing 11th chapter. First we will start with our sloka. We request everyone to open their videos. Sloka citation. अपरेयमितं स्वा अन्यं प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे परां जीवभूता महाबाहो येदं धार्यते जगत् दैवी हेषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायाम् एतां तरन्ति ते बहुनां जन्मनामन्ते ज्ञानवान् मां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवः सर्वमिति स महात्मा सुदुर्लभः अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्ता कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः आब्रह्मभुवनालोका पुनरावर्तिनो अर्जुन मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते राजविद्या राजगुह्यं पवित्रम् इदमुत्तमं प्रत्यक्ष्वागमं धर्म्यं सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम् मया ततम् इदं सर्वं जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना मतिस्थानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहं ते स्वस्थितः सततं कीर्तयन्तो मां यतन्तश्च दृढव्रताः नमस्यन्तश्च मां भक्त्या नित्ययुक्ता उपासते यान्ति देवव्रता देवान् पितॄन् यान्ति पितृव्रताः भूतानि यान्ति भूतेज्या यान्ति मद्याजिनोऽपि माम् पत्रं पुष्पं फलं तोयं यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति तदहं भक्त्युपहृतम् अस्नामि प्रयतात्मनः यत्करोषि यदस्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मद अर्पणम् समोऽहं सर्वभूतेषु न मे द्वेषो अस्ति न प्रिया ये भजन्ति तु मां भक्त्या मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम् अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधा भावसमन्विता तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So, this chapter of universal form, I think we have this a long chapter. We have done till 35, 36 shlokas. So, what we are seeing here, uh, that Arjuna wanted to see the form of Krishna in which he is all pervading in the universe. Which is that form? Krishna said in previous chapter that Arjuna, ek amse na stito jagat. With my one amsa, I am maintaining the whole creation. So with my one amsa means is Mahavishnu amsa. He is maintaining the whole creation. But he is also saying that I am all pervading in the universe also. Not only I am maintaining or showing some glorious creation, but also I am inside the universe. Hmm? So, so then that he wanted to see, his Adbhut Rupam, his Aishwarya Rupam, he wanted to see, his Virat Rupam, he wanted to see. So that's why he requested Krishna to show that form. Before that, he humbly submitted to Krishna that if you consider me eligible for this vision, then kindly show me that form. And then Krishna, because, and we are going to read today also that this form, though this form is lower form than the eternal transcendental form of Narayan or Krishna, this is a material form, temporary form, but it is bestowed through the internal potency. Okay, it is manifested through the internal potency, but it is material as well as it is temporary. Prabhupada says that material form, this is seeing everything. It will, it is not eternal form. Okay. Then another thing, he, so this form is also shown to one who is a pure devotee. This form will not be shown to anyone who is not a pure devotee. Request has to come from pure devotee, then others can see. So we saw that demigods also saw. We heard that here in the Bhagavad Gita. Demigod also saw. Yes, and then other Bhishma they also saw on the battlefield also they saw. So, but the request was from Arjuna. So mainly it was for Arjuna, and then Krishna bestowed eyes and qualification to others to see. So the qualification to see this form was said in the beginning that celestial eyes was given and requested by Arjuna. But later part of this chapter says that one should have pure devotional service. Then only Krishna shows this form also. So this is also one of the qualifications. He will not show to anyone. And then this form was Ananta, Netram, Vaktram, Ayudham, Bhuja, Ananta Bhuja. So many. Ananta. Ananta means no calculation, no counting. Everywhere all spread. Mouth is everywhere, face is everywhere. Means mouth will always be in the face only. So faces are so many places spread. Different colors of dress Lord was wearing, and then garland was there, and different kind of facial, means the bodily color was also different because of the different functions. So Krishna showed everything, how he is all pervading, and how he's doing everything in this universe through different forms. What he has taken, like a form of a death in which he's crunching upon warriors. So that also he showed to Arjuna. Kalo Vasmi Loka, uh, Kalo Vasmi Lokatraya. So I am going to finish Lokatraya, finish this world, and big people I will Prabuddha. Okay, so uh, so after telling, after showing this form, then Arjuna, Sanjay describes that how Arjuna is seeing that form. Then Arjuna is describing how I am seeing the form. And then he asks the Lord, he sees everything, Arjuna, and then he asks that, who are you, my Lord? What is your mission? The Lord replies, who is he and what is his missions? So before this 35th shloka, Lord is saying that I am the time, Kalo Vasmi, Lokakshayat. I have come here to finish the world, the worldly people here, the ultimate destroyer. Basically, Krishna kills people as the world also. Loka means here the world. And I have already killed these great warriors. The words are used here, we can see here. Yeah. Kalo Vasmi Lokakshayat Krit. Lokashaya Krit. Pravriddho. So, whom I will kill? Lokan, those who are pravriddha means those who are great people like Bhishma and Drona, they will be, उनको मैं पहले टपकाऊंगा. उनका नाम क्यों लिया है? बाकी लोगों को तो टपकाने में या उनको खत्म करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, उनको तो अपने आप खत्म हो जाएंगे, लेकिन नाम इसलिए लिया कि बड़े बड़े लोगों को मैं खत्म करने वाला हूँ. कालो क्षमी, कालो अस्मि लोक क्षय कृत, लोक का पूरे वर्ल्ड को मैं खत्म करूंगा. ओके, देन who will be the people who will be finished? Then pravriddho lokan समाहर्तु, मैं उनको खत्म करूंगा. The great people will also die. किसको छोड़ दूंगा? रिते अपि त्वम, आपको छोड़ दूंगा. आप मतलब पांडवों को, पांडवों को छोड़ के सबको मार डालूंगा. ये भगवान बता रहे हैं. So now he is saying the mission. Who is he? He is a Kala, Virat Rupa, Kala, and his mission is to kill everyone. Then Arjuna prayers started from 35th onward. And we discussed this also, that Tasmad Uttishta Yasho Labhasva. So Krishna is encouraging Arjuna to get up and fight. So this I think we discussed last time. Krishna is encouraging devotee to gain name and fame and enjoy kingdom. That means Krishna is sanctioning devotional life of enjoyment, keeping Krishna in the center. So here Krishna is, destiny has already destined. There are two parts. Tasmad tvam uttishta yaso labhasva jitva satrum bhungshvam rajyam samriddham. So first of all, this first part where what Krishna says, you get up Arjuna, fight, win the glory, conquer an enemy, and enjoy the flourishing kingdom. So he is not saying to Duryodhana, he is saying to Arjuna. Why is saying to Arjuna? Because he's saying basically for all the 5 Pandavas that you gain the kingdom and you enjoy. So Krishna wants that his devotees should rule the world and they should establish, basically devotees means Krishna has full trust on, and he is a pure devotee. He has no desire. Whatever comes, he hands over to him only. So therefore, he will establish Krishna's glory, Krishna's kingdom, Ram Rajya, Krishna Rajya. So that's why Arjuna has been sanctioned by Krishna that you start living a life, devotional life of enjoyment, keeping Krishna in center. So enjoy, bhungshva, Rajyam, ये आपके लिए ऐसा, like that Krishna is saying. And then destiny has already destined one's enjoyment and suffering. So this also shloka says that like kala rupa निहितम, द वर्ड यूज हियर निहिता, मैंने तुम्हारे लिए निहित कर दिया है. क्या निहित किया है? पूर्वमेव, पहले से ही निहित किया है. क्या निहित किया है? कि तुम यशो लभस्व जित्वा, शत्रु शत्रु को जीतोगे, यश को लब मिलेगा तुमको, और राज्य को भोगोगे. ये मैंने तुम्हारे लिए पहले से ही निहित कर दिया है. यू विल गेट द फेम, यू विल विन द योर enemies, and you will enjoy the kingdom. I have already fixed these things. ये already destined है आपके लिए, निहिता. So Krishna himself proves here that destiny exists. Destiny exist करता है. कई लोग बोलते destiny नहीं है, 99% hard work, 1% luck. No, Krishna had destined here. And what Krishna is saying, just nimitra ban ke raho. Just do some little work, or the destiny has been designed, already destined for you. Now just try to work under my direction and you will attain that. मिल जाएगा तुमको. तो निमित्त मात्र. So this is very very important. निहिता and निमित्ता, ये दो important है. निहिता, दैव ने क्या निहित किया है और मेरे लिए क्या निमित्त है. अभी मेरे को किस तरीके से कार्य करना है, निमित्त, कैसे इंस्ट्रूमेंट बनना है, और दैव ने क्या निहित किया है मेरे लिए. ये दोनों जानना जरूरी है. जानने का मतलब, निहित तो हम कई बार पता ही नहीं रहता. व्हाट इज निहित फॉर अस, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू कम इन फ्यूचर, ओके, वी डू नॉट नो. But then having faith in the scriptures, following the orders of superiors, the Vaishnava, Guru Sadhu Shastra, we continue to endeavor depending on the Lord's mercy. And then whatever comes, that is our nihita. Or many times great people also they say that this is nihit for you, you better do this thing only, by seeing our endeavor and the results which we get in our life. So nihita. निहिता. ठीक है. Then he says that Lord is saying Dronam cha Bhishmam cha, yes, all these people will be killed. ठीक है. So every plan is made by Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is so kind and merciful to his devotees that he wants to give credit to his devotees, who carries out his plan according to his desire. Life should be therefore move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of his spiritual master. The plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are understood by his mercy, and the plans of the devotees are as good as his plans. One should follow such plans and be victorious in the struggle for existence. Never think Lord has plan or not. No, he has plan. Lord has plan. Lord has plan, and he takes the course of action also according to the plan, but he gives credit to his devotees. This is a very very difficult many times for a sadhaka to understand the plan of the Lord. One thing is very clear understanding for any sadhaka, or it's a guideline, that he has to follow the spiritual master and he has to follow the regular process of bhakti, where the main ingredient in bhakti is our attitude, consciousness. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadish kamaya. When the motivation becomes corrupted with material enjoyment, so then that time, many times the difficulties which a devotee goes through, he may not react or respond in a proper way because his motivation has become corrupted, or he wants to do in the right way. Also it is possible, but he has been, so many obstacles are coming upon him and he is not able to compose his peace of mind, उसको अपने को ठीक से शांत नहीं रख पाए. That can also happen. But in both the cases, actually, in one case, when he has got his motivation corrupted, he has to take shelter of the Lord, Guru Sadhu Shastra, and then come out from that. And in other case, even though he has a big desire to achieve or do something, but so many obstacles are coming, and he simply wants to do for Prabhupada or mission or whatever, so many obstacles. That time also his mind may go into negative zone. Why these people are not supporting this, that thing? That time also he has to surrender to the Lord and understand the time is not favoring right now. So Lord has a plan for every living entity. And humans are always, because like some devotee was saying, we should not have plan. Like so should we have plan or should we not have plan? Should we make plan or should we not make plan? Like here Krishna is saying, I have killed. So Krishna is giving the task to Arjuna. Krishna is a company CEO, and he is saying, I have also decided your salary and promotions, everything. You just do what I say. So here the plan is decided by boss, and Arjuna has to simply act. If this situation is there, this is very good. So one has to follow only. But when a person becomes a leader, then Krishna will give some insight inside his heart. Then he will do according to that insight. So then for that he has to be quite advanced. So if he's a full follower and he has a very nice leader who is giving him plan, this is one case. Second case, when he's quite advanced. In between when it comes, when he's still a leader and he is not getting any insight, but he has shastric knowledge, so then he can think of some plan to help the society or to grow the society. Because every time you may not get the superior to always say, or we nobody always keep on asking kya karna hai. You cannot be childish all the time. Like at the same time you cannot get all the time insight also. So there are the times where we all have to also be deciding our small goals in our life. So that is also important. So these small goals has to be again in the realm of bhakti only, in the realm of devotional service. So then people still plan. So therefore one thing Prabhupada writes, the plan of devotees are as good as his plans. The plan of the Lord are understood by his mercy. When Lord gives some insight, you will understand his plan. But the plans of devotees are also as good as his plan. So this is the thing actually. So Krishna is not saying that Prabhupada is not saying devotee should not plan. Otherwise, why Prabhupada is writing here? The devotee should also plan, but that plan should be in the realm of devotional service. Now there can be some better plan. So there can be less better plan or good plan. And that can be okay, adjusted here and there. But the plan has to be there actually, because one cannot idle minds in devil's workshop. We are living 24 hours every day. So there has to be certain plan. All the time insight will not come because we are not liberated people. Sanjaya Uvacha. Okay, so now the Sanjaya from here onwards. एच एच श्रुत्वा वचनम केशवस्य कृतांजलि. दिस वी हैव डन ऑलरेडी, करेक्ट ना, ये हो गया है. So now Arjuna is offering prayers to the Lord. From here onwards, he is offering prayer. Now he understood the mission of the Lord and who is this Lord. And Arjuna is again inspired by Krishna to get up and fight. I have fixed your destiny. You are going to enjoy the kingdom, and you are going to win over your army against your enemies. So now Arjuna is fearful of Krishna by seeing his form, and then he is praying from here. So we'll start from here. So I will say one Mataji will read. Who is that? Yes. Yes. Uh, okay. Jai Shri Radha Devdasi Mataji, you can read. Huh? After I complete the reading text, you can read translation. अर्जुन उवाच स्थाने ऋषिकेश तव प्रकृत्या जगत्प्रहस्य अनुरज्यते च रक्षांसि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्गाः.
Arjuna said, O master of senses, the world become joyful upon hearing your names, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done.
स्थाने ऋषिकेश तव प्रकृत्या. Good people or devotees, Jagat becomes happy by. This is not Prakritya. Prakirtaya. It is, sorry. Jagat becomes happy by hearing Lord's glories. They become attached to Him. So now Arjuna is glorifying first Krishna. So what is this glorification? He is fearful, but immediately will not say the fearful. First he is glorifying to Krishna, his Virat form. Prakirtaya. So this is a very, very important thing. Good people and devotees, they become happy by hearing the Lord's glories. So we will find happiness in the world increasing more and more, or the good people will increase more and more when the Lord's glory will increase. Jagat prahrishyati means Jagat will become happy when prakirtaya, जब भगवान की कीर्तन होगा, भगवान का कीर्तन होगा, तब प्रकीर्तया, then Jagat will become prahrishyati. And then another thing will happen, anurajyate means the world will become attached to the Lord. Like we see many movies or the songs, Hindi songs. So why people sing? It's not they see. They may not remember the hero heroine many times. They may only remember the song, the words and the tune, correct? Because that is very much touching to our heart, quite invoking emotions. In a similar way, here's mentioned the Lord's kirtan is so dear to devotees or good people that by hearing people feel attached. Are you kitna acha singing? So that people remember the tune also, Hare Krishna tune. Like, so we don't think like other any kirtan has so many tunes as much as Hare Krishna has. उतने ट्यून तो नहीं हो सकते किसी भी होली नेम के. ये होली नेम भी वैसा ही है. इट्स अ लॉन्ग होली नेम and the tune can be so many, up and down can be there, up down, or up, then down. So many ways it can be. So attached, anurajyate, prahrishyati and anurajyate. And another effect of this kirtan, what will happen, रक्षांसी भीतानी दिशो द्रवंती, जो राक्षस लोग होंगे, डीमंस लोग होंगे, वो भागने लगेंगे। द्रवंती, भागेंगे। भीतानी, डर के मारे भागेंगे, दिशा दिशा में भागेंगे। सो दे विल फियर, they will fear. Now today is Ganesh Chaturthi's last day, Ananta Chaturdashi. So today Lord Ganesh Visarjan will happen. But we are seeing the kind of songs they are playing. It is too troubling to ears as well as to the consciousness. They are simply playing filmy songs. Or even if there's some demigod worship song or some bhakti ka jo bhi song hai, that is with not, they are not singing, some DJ is singing big. Means they are not feeling that devotion. They are, these all people, those who are dancing, they drink something and they dance. And after this what they do whole year? गड़बड़ सड़बड़ करते रहते हैं और इधर आके डांस करते हैं. That's why demigod worshippers, they do not have good qualities. हराव भक्तस्य कुतो महद्गुना मनोरथेना सही सतो धावतो बही. तो मन के रथ पे चलने वाले लोग हैं, फिल्मी गाना लगा के डांस करेंगे. They don't have actual good quality to celebrate the function of their own worshipable deity. Otherwise they could have played some nice song. They are troubling Ganesh also, themselves also, others also, and blocking the road also. So many ways. And this is one of the nuisance thing because of which the future government will say, future, they will block all the religious activity because of their nuisance activities. See, when you present religion, earlier times when religion was presented in such a horrible way, previous time, so therefore the Hindu and Muslims were fought together. Yes, because who were the leaders of religious movement? Politicians. ये गांधी लोग थे, गांधी, नेहरू, ये लोग, और जो वो जो भी उसके साइड से थे, मुस्लिम के साइड से, तो ये लोग जो, now these people are the leaders for religious decisions. They are politicians and they have to decide क्या करना है. So how can religion will have any direction? The politicians are deciding for religion. So now these people have no leader. They are simply general mass people. Whatever they feel, they do. And after some years, what will happen? Some party will come. अरे they are simply creating nonsense. What is this? They will put some law और उसको ही बंद कर देंगे. तो वो क्या बोलेंगे? देखो हम तो को भक्त भी, हमको रिलीजियस भी नहीं बनने दिया था. अरे तुमको रिलीजियस बनने आता है क्या? So see, this is a wrong presentation of religion which causes even any sane man to become agitated. Then he will say, what is this nonsense religion? Stop it. This is the way religion is going to be demolished. They are not presenting in the right way. And when it is presented in the wrong way, in a egoistic way, that will not listen to anyone, will just play the song like anything. So then people will get frustrated and they will purposefully try to abolish this. उसको गिराएंगे उसको, अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो. बट दीज मूर्ख पीपल को समझ में नहीं आता कि अपने पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हैं. अगर उसको सही से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, दे विल हैव तत्वा, दे विल हैव प्रॉपर फंक्शंस, they will have proper respect for demigod, then God will also say dharma rakshati rakshatah, and they will also be able to present themselves properly in a gentlemanly way. But just nuisance, just nuisance, without any cultural background, without anything. So that's why unless one is a devotee of the Lord, he cannot respect even demigods also properly. So they have to get some knowledge from the Vedas. They need some leaders, Brahmanical leader who should guide them how to celebrate and how to do functions. Not just simply playing DJ and dancing, drinking rum and whole night just blocking the way to show that how I'm dancing. So these things are not the right way. So demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Okay. So this was yes, sorry, we have read this already. You remember, I think we have read that how the all the demigods, they also saw the same form of Krishna. कस्माच् कस्माच्चतेन नमेरन् महात्मन गरीयसे ब्राह्मणो अप्य आदिकर्त्रे अनन्तदेवेश जगन्निवास तमक्षरं सद् असत्परं यत्.
O great one, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? O limitless one, God of gods, refuge of the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation.
Arjuna later is also going to repent about his own action. Even I did not respect you earlier, Krishna. So now, first here he is putting that Brahma and others also, why they are not respecting Krishna? You should be respected. How you are Ananta Devesha Jagan Nivasa. You are unlimited. You are the Ishwar of all the Devas. And everything rests upon you, Jagan Nivasa. You are the Aksharam, Brahma. You are the cause and Sat Asat. You are cause and effect both. And you are Param. You are beyond everything, beyond this material manifestation. So why people don't respect you, including Brahma? Why? So is it some incident there that Brahma did not respect? Might have, like it might be, because the Arjuna is questioning here. कि why should they not offer respect to you? क्यों नहीं? Eh? Why should? Or you can say like why should they not do it? They must do it. They must do it. So in that bhava it is spoken. Why should they not? Why should they not do this? They must do this. They must do this. I said. So the another reason is Krishna is not going to show every time he's such a rupa, swarupa. So therefore, and the demigods, they have the post, big work. So they are always in limelight. But Krishna as a human being, when he comes also here as a human being, he lives with the family, he lives with the devotees, does human activities and sometimes big activities. So therefore his glories are not always seen. So therefore sometimes demigods may become bewildered. Are he is a god or what? But demigods, they are always having their power, position, influence. They are in that body, they are in that surrounding. So therefore Arjuna is saying that even why not even Brahma? Every time they should respect you. Not only when you show such form, but all the time. So Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahatma, which means he is the most magnanimous, unlimited. Ananta. Nothing can be, nothing which is covered by the, there is nothing which is not covered by the influence and energy of the Lord. That is Ananta. So see here the different meaning Ananta is Prabhupada is giving. Ananta means there is nothing which is not covered by the influence and energy of the Lord. Everything is under the influence and energy of the Lord. Devesh means he is the controller of all demigod. And is the most magnanimous and unlimited. That is a Mahatma. And he also thought it was fitting that all the perfect living entities and powerful demigod offer respectful obeisances unto him. Yes. Arjuna described how the Lord is object of respect for all living entities. Now, in 4 verses, he expounds the Lord's pervasion of everything by being the soul of everyone. Okay. So, we know that Brahma does secondary creation, and who is the Adi? Krishna is the Adi, or you can say Mahavishnu. Adi Kartre. So, Adi Kartre is Krishna. But Brahma is a secondary creator. He just mixes all the things together, combines the products, and then makes the thing. But who has given the raw material? Raw material Adi Kartre is given by Mahavishnu or Krishna. So that is it. त्वमादिदेव पुरुष पुराणस् त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परम निधानम् वेत्तासि वेद्यं च परम च धाम त्वया तं विश्वमनन्तरूप.
You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything. You are all that is knowledge, that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes. O limitless form, this whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you.
त्वम् आदिदेव पुरुषः पुराण. So you are the Adi Deva and Purusha, the personality, oldest personality. Asya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. So Prabhupada says the sanctuary. So he is the sanctuary, or he is the Dhama, or the place, Nidhanam, where all the universe ultimately merges or takes shelter. So before creation, the universe is there inside the Lord, and then it goes out. Then after annihilation again comes inside. So like that. So Nidhanam, he is the resting place for all the manifested cosmic world. Now manifested, not the annihilated. So even the universe is inside the Lord before manifestation. After manifestation, where it goes? Again, it is again inside the Lord. Means it's in a big sense. You have to understand that Mahavishnu is sleeping and then the universe is coming out. So then even the universe is coming out again. This is all under Krishna happening. Even Mahavishnu also Amsa of Krishna. So he is a sanctuary of manifested cosmic world. You are knower of everything and you are the knowable. So Vetasi. So Vetas, Veta Asi, the knower. You are the Veta. Veta. So you are the Veta and you are Vedyam. So Veta means you are the knower and Vedyam means you are the knowable. You should be known and you are the knower. So both. Param and Dhama. You are the transcendental and you are the refuse of everything. See again the Dhama. Nidhanam is used for universe here and Dhama is for other things. For everyone, like for living being also, taking shelter of the Lord. He is a Dhama. We live in Dhama. Tvaya tatam vishvam anantarupam. The whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. This rupam is pervading all universe. Okay. This we also have. Why you are the only to be known in this whole universe? Because you spread throughout the universe by your power of pervade. Thus you know everything in the universe and you alone are also the spiritual world to be attained. Since the spiritual world exists by the influence of your spiritual energy. So Lord is a knower because he is everywhere spread. And he is also to be known, or he also to be taken shelter, because everything rests upon his energy. So therefore, we have to attain Lord only. Lord and energy here non-different is said, because everything is resting on his energy only. So that's why one has to know the Lord, because everything he only spread everywhere. Okay. See this also. You are the air, you are the supreme controller, you are the fire, you are the water, you are the moon, you are the Brahma, the first living creature, and you are the great grandfather. I therefore offer my obeisances unto you 1,000 times again and again and yet again. So here he says that Vayu, Yama, Agni, Varuna, Shashankaha, Prajapati, tvam prapitamahas. So he is the father of Brahma also. And Prajapati here is Brahma. So see, Prajapati and Pitama Prapitama. So Prapitama means ब्रह्मा के भी फादर है भगवान, एंड ब्रह्मा भी है, ब्रह्मा भी है उनके फादर भी है, ब्रह्मा के रूप में भी भगवान ही है क्योंकि उनके गुणा अवतार है. ओके, सो लाइक दैट ही इज मेंशन. One example is given: you are like the gold spread in the bangles and other objects made up of gold, since you are the worthy of respect by all. ठीक है. So like a gold is a, you can make many ornaments through the gold, but actually you are making through gold only. So he is like a gold. Krishna is like a gold everywhere spread, and we make different items. Like one is Brahma, one is Prajapati, one is moon, but all is made up of gold. The energy which they are becoming powerful with, that is all energy of the Supreme Lord. नमः पुरस्तादत पृष्ठस्तत् पृष्ठस्ते नमोस्तु ते सर्वत एव सर्व अनन्तवीर्यम् इत विक्रमस्त्वं सर्वं समाप्नोषि ततोऽसि सर्वः.
Obeisances to you from the front, from behind, and from all sides. Unbounded power, O unbounded power, you are the master of limitless might. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything.
Now, out of loving ecstasy for Krishna, his friend Arjuna is offering his respect from all the sides. So now, before that, he has glorified Krishna, that Brahma, leading Brahma, everyone should offer you obeisances, Krishna. You are the Param Dham, you are Nidhanam, you are Vayu, you are Agni, you are Yama, you are Moon, you are Brahma, everything. Now he is coming to his. And now he is saying, he is offering obeisance from all the sides. Why he is so much in ecstasy? Ecstasy out of love is there, but it is also fearful. So that we have to understand. It is fearful also. या यहाँ से चालू होता है वो वाला, वो इधर का है, नीचे का है वो जो हिंट था. सखेति मत्वा प्रसभं यदुक्तं हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति अजानता महिमानं तवेदं मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि यच्चावहासार्थम् असत्कृतोऽसि विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथ वाप्य अच्युत तत्समक्षं तत्क्षामये त्वाम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्.
Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadav, O my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, jesting as we relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat on the ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. O infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses.
So here this quote, this is coming here. So what is this? Friendship involves frankness and respect, but no awe and reverence. So Arjuna is showing here now. Prabhupada is, he will a very nice purport he says here, and Acharya is also given about this. So Arjuna is repenting his behavior, what he has done earlier with Krishna. He did not know his greatness, and so He has dealt in a very, very informal way, in a joking way, in a disrespectful way. And so might be Krishna might be angry with him, and he may take some revenge, because now he has shown big form. अभी अर्जुन के अभी जो भी बदला लेना अर्जुन के साथ अभी ले सकते भगवान. So ऐसा नहीं है. Krishna is not feeling any revenge fantasy, or he wants to take some revenge against Arjuna. But Arjuna is fearful. कि अरे what I have done. This personality should be respected by Brahma. Big, big demigods. Everyone should respect him. And I have disrespected him. Who am I? So then he will think, who am I? Why I have disrespected him? So, although Krishna is manifested before Arjuna in universal form, Arjuna remembers his friendly relationship with Krishna and is therefore asking pardon, requesting Krishna to excuse him for the many informal gestures which arise out of friendship. He is admitting that formally he did not know that Krishna could assume such a universal form, although Krishna explained it as his intimate friend. See, he did not know that Krishna could assume such a universal form. He did not know while behaving in those times. Arjuna did not know how many times he may have dishonored and by addressing him, oh my friend, oh Krishna, oh Yadava, without acknowledging his opulence. Now, you see what Acharya says. What is the meaning of this? When he says, Hey Krishna means you are well known as the son of Vasudeva, who is not famous, who was a human, mediocre fighter, who was called Ardharati. So when he's saying Krishna, so Acharya is saying he means Krishna, you are a son of Vasudeva, and Vasudeva was Ardharati. मतलब एक रथ पे दो लोग लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, आधा रथ पे हो, आधा रथ तुम्हारा आधा रथ उसका, तो दो लोग साथ में. And where I am known to be, I am a Atirathi, or Arjuna is also called Maharathi. उसको महारथी बोलते थे अर्जुन को. मैं महारथी, और आपके जो पिता है अर्धरथी, आप उनके बेटे हो, तो it's a disrespect actually, Krishna. So this is the implication of Arjuna calling out Krishna when he says here, each of these three names of addresses implies that Krishna is in low position, not suitable in addressing the Supreme Lord. When he says Yadava, Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava. So Yadava means you Krishna, you never became king in Yadukula. Otherwise you could have said, oh best of the Yadus. ऐसा बोल सकते थे. But बोला Yadava मतलब क्या है कि you are simply one of the prince of Yadava dynasty, but I have the kingship over the Puru dynasty. I am bigger than you or greater than you, Krishna. So even in this word also Yadava, there is some low position of Krishna. When he says, oh, hey Krishna, hey Yadav, hey Sakhe, oh friend, my friendship with you is not because of the greatness of your forefather, nor because of your reputation of your family, but is simply on the familiarity. So he said, not familiarity breeds contempt. So, but he said, Arjuna is saying that I simply love you, I simply like you. This is very, very important. To understand friendship means what? Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna has higher position if you see materially. He is more, certainly cannot fight with Krishna, but the Krishna's father he is comparing, and Krishna's opulence he is comparing. You are not a king. We are still from Puru dynasty. Puru dynasty is bigger than the Yadu dynasty. So we are the greater one. But it's still a Sakha. So if there is a up and down, so then there can be some disrespect can be there. Yes, like Drona and Drupada. So then may not be having a feeling of friendship much. But even after their Krishna is down, Arjuna is feeling friendship for Krishna, familiarity. Many times what happened among friends actually, when people are more engaged in their professional life, when they are dealing with their colleagues more and they have high rank in the world, And when they come with their friends, they also expect the same thing. अरे थोड़ा पानी ला के देना मेरे को थोड़ा, अरे थोड़ा वो कर दो ना थोड़ा, हाँ. मीन्स द बॉसिंग नेचर उसके, अब उसका वो बॉसिंग नेचर उसका प्रोफेशनल लाइफ से पर्सनल लाइफ में भी घुस जाता है, और उसको पता नहीं लगता है, उसको लगता है मैं उसका फ्रेंड हूँ. बट अगर उसने कुछ करेक्शन दे दिया तो उसको हर्ट हो जाएगा एक्चुअली. सी फ्रेंडशिप इज जनरली फॉर टाइम पास, दैट इज देयर. टाइम पास मीन्स it's a good time pass, discussing some important things in a informal way. It's not bakwas nahi discuss, but just joking, playing. This is a friendship. That is what this whole rasa means. So therefore, this rasa itself says that Krishna, he has said that I have dishonored you many times. I have laid on the same bed, I have sat and ate with you, and sometimes I have made joke of you in front of someone. Joking कर दिया, आपका मजाक उड़ा दिया, कभी पीट दिया आपको, कभी ऐसे किया, कभी वैसे किया. This is friendship actually. So friendship means one has to, one should not consider one's ego or one's regard there कि मेरे को कितना नहीं. Respect has to be there. Therefore it said that awe and reverence should not be there, but respect has to be there and frankness has to be there. That is called friendship. But when it becomes awe and reverence, means uh, I am from I am doing big things, so that is why one place Radhanath Swami Maharaj says that uh, when the preachers, when they go to preach outside, people respect them, but when they come to ashram inside, they hear so many uh, negative things about themselves. So that is frankness. People will not respect inside ashram. Like क्या है बाहर ये क्या कर, like imagine Gaur Gopal Prabhu. Gaur Gopal Prabhu outside he may get lot of fame. When he come into ashram, people will just behave like a normal people. Actually, both life should be there. Otherwise, if you start living only one kind of life, then this professionalism goes inside one's personal life. And then what happens after sometimes, this jolly part of life is missing. And then any problem comes, it takes very difficult times to go to solve such problems, because the ego goes high of too much respect, too much name, fame, glories. So therefore everyone needs, like Supreme Lord himself need friendship. Therefore he has created one rasa of friendship. Supreme Lord himself need one rasa of when he feel dependent upon someone, like Mother Yashoda. So he the parental love. He himself, he has created that rasa. Supreme Lord himself feel some kind of mastery. Means somebody should उनके पैर दबाने चाहिए. So then he is a master. So some people are servant to him. Supreme Lord himself feel that some rasa should be like trees, the bed, the rivers. They should be pleasing to me. So that is Santa rasa. Supreme Lord himself feels that I should have also conjugal rasas, the prema, where there is a love also and there is also equality. Love and equality, the prema should. So there is conjugal rasa. So in the similar way, all these rasas makes a person fulfilled, complete. But in modern times, it is seen people are too much into professionalism. And this professionalism is what kind of rasa actually? Nowadays, professionalism is donkey rasa. It is actually. You have to just work hard and earn money. So professionalism in previous time was making friendship, and also some making friendship with the equal status people, and also having mastery upon some skills, talents. These are professionalism in previous times. So these things were there. So their friendship was also there with the people. Now the people don't have friendship. एट द मैक्स दे हैव सम स्किल्स और दे वांट टू बॉस ओवर समवन, बट फ्रेंडशिप बहुत कम लोगों के साथ होता है। उनके उनके पास समय ही नहीं है अपने जीवन से दूसरों को देखने के लिए। People don't have time to talk. Like nowadays, the biggest the worry of the older generation is uh, they find that the younger generation, they don't have time only for talking with them. Younger generation is very busy and older generation are too free, बहुत free है वो, उनके लिए काफ़ी समय। अभी younger generation has many gadgets in their hands, many work to do, so they feel that what the older generations are too useless people, वो कुछ करते ही नहीं थे, वो लोग खाली बैठते थे। और ओल्डर जनरेशन को लगता है कि यार अभी हम कौन सी दुनिया में आ गए हैं। एकदम बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस समझ में आ रहा है। So therefore, one place is when I was taking lecture, I asked the older generation, the elderly people, what is your worry? So they said that nobody respect us now. Our children who have grown up now, sons, daughters, they don't respect us. They don't have time to talk to us. समय नहीं है बात करने का, या हमेशा मुंह फुला के रखते हैं वो लोग, उनका कुछ अलग ही रहता है, या हम अपने दुनिया में, वो अपने दुनिया में। दिस इज वन ऑफ द थिंग एक्चुअली। So this kind of gelling with each other has been very much less now, because people are too much puffed up with material opulences eh, and so-called duties in modern times। ये हो चुका है, ये बहुत हो रहा है, तो इसको ध्यान देना है कि we should maintain the balance actually, it is important। So here Prabhupada writes, Arjuna did not know that how many times he has dishonored Krishna by saying, my friend Krishna Yadava, O Sakhe, O Krishna, O Yadava. But Krishna is so kind and merciful, in spite of such opulences, he played with Arjuna as a friend. See, God also is a hungry for love. God is not hungry for opulence. He is already having opulence. But the love he cannot purchase. God cannot purchase love through his opulence. Yes, therefore he has given free will to the every living entity. So if living entity wills to serve the Lord, then the God will also have opportunity to reciprocate with that love. And only through reciprocation with that love, he can feel that love. So when God reciprocates, living entity reciprocates, then that love is feeling happens to both actually. Otherwise that is absent, वो खत्म है, वो नहीं है। So therefore God is hungry, or we are hungry also for love। So we want to love and we want to be loved. So this is there, and this loving reciprocation is only called bhakti, devotional service। The relationship between the living entity and Krishna is fixed eternally. It cannot be forgotten, as we can see from the behavior of Arjuna. Now Arjuna did not forget what, even though he saw the form, Virat form, he is not forgetting that अरे ये तो मेरा दोस्त है, मैंने इसके साथ क्या क्या किया। So he did not forget his relationship as friend. Some Vismay has come, he has become little Adbhut Rasa, secondary Rasa has also entered in him. So that Rasa by which he is feeling some fear, but he is not rejecting his relationship as a friend। Okay, this we have to understand, but his fear, वो माफी मांग रहे हैं कि मैंने आपके साथ क्या क्या किया। Although Arjuna has seen the opulence of universal form, in the universal form, he cannot forget his friendly relationship with Krishna. None। I have insulted you either while alone or in the presence of others, joking friend, tat samaksham, किसी के समक्ष हैं, मैंने आपको जोकिंग किया है। Please forgive all that I have said or treatments I have given to you, which produced offense. O Lord, in this way I entreat you. O Achyuta, who remains a friend unfailingly, even undergoing offense by me. That is possible because you have inconceivable power। So he is also expecting that that Krishna should remain a friend to Arjuna always, but he forgive his activities। पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वमस्य पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गिरा गरीयान् न त्वत्समो अस्त्य अभ्यधिकस्कुतोऽन्यो लोकत्रयोऽपि अप्रतिम प्रभाव.
You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and non moving. You are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is equal to you, nor can anyone be one with you. How then could there be anyone greater than you within the three worlds, O Lord of immeasurable power?
Chara achara. So you are Pita of whole world. Pita asi lokasya. And then lok में कौन है? Chara achara. One chara means who are moving. Achara means who are not moving. So chara achara living beings all are your children. Tvam asya पूज्यस cha guru gariyan. So you have means you are worshipable and you are guru also, Jagat Guru. So here word mentioned guru. So Krishna is the guru. Gariyan, you are glorious. न तत्समो अस्ति अभ्य अधिकस्कुतो अन्यो. ये कौन सा श्लोक आएगा? प्रभुपाद ने पक्का बोला होगा यहाँ पे. हाँ, सी न तस्य कार्यम करणम च विद्यते न तत्समश्चाविधि कश्च दृश्यते. सेम चीज है. श्वेतास्वतर उपनिषद में बार बार हम सुनते हैं ना कि भगवान के लिए कोई कार्य नहीं है. न तस्य कार्यम करणम च विद्यते. भगवान को कोई बोल नहीं सकता कि भाई तुमको ये करना था, तुमने किया क्यों नहीं. ही इज नॉट obliged to do any activity. Natat samas, nothing is equal to the Lord. Cha abhya adhikas, and nothing is greater than the Lord. No one has seen such thing which is equal or greater than the Lord. Same thing is here mentioned. Natat त्वत् समो अस्ति, आपके बराबर कोई है नहीं. अभ्य अधिकस कुतो अन्यो, there is no one we are seeing who is adhika than you. So same thing is mentioned. Lokatraya api apratima prabhava. So oh immeasurable power in the three planetary systems. ठीक. So I think it is a long purport. Most of things we know about it. ठीक है, we'll go ahead. तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायां प्रसादये त्वामहम् ईशम इड्यं. पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्यु प्रियः प्रियायार्हसि देव सोढुम्. You are the supreme Lord, to be worshipped by every living being. Thus, I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, a friend the impertinence of the friend, or a husband the familiarity of his wife, please tolerate the wrongs I may have done you. Here also he is begging forgiveness. So here he is saying you are like a father, pitasi lokasya characharasya, and you are pujaschcha, guru. You are guru, you are worshipable, you are glorious. Nobody is equal to you, nobody is greater than you. You are pita. And here he says that सखेति मत्वा प्रसभम यदुक्तम, हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति अजानता महिमान, मैं तुम्हारे महिमा को नहीं जान सका. तवेदम मया प्रमाद में, मैडनेस में, एंड अप सो प्रणेन वापी. Satkrito Asi Vihar. So okay. So here the different activities of friendship he has mentioned where he has disrespected Krishna while eating, while sleeping, while discussing, while joking. So again he is continuing the same thing in this shloka. I fall onto your lotus feet, offer you respectful obeisances, ask you for mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence because you already said that you are father. So a father tolerates the impudence of his son. A friend, the impertinence of a friend, and a husband, the familiarity of his wife. So these are all the wrongs done in relationship. So that has to be tolerated. That is what Arjuna is expecting. So here the word used pranamya. So this is pranamya. Pranidhaya, laying down. So there Acharya says this laying down is pranidhaya, means placing the body on the earth like a rod. What is that? Sashtang pranam. तो सष्टांग प्रणाम में 8 लिम्स जो टच होते हैं, आप बताया गया कौन से? 2 हाथ, 2 घुटने, एक चेस्ट, हेड, वॉइस एंड माइंड. ठीक है. So this is the way we do Ashtang Pranam. So voice means mantra we speak through voice, and mind we meditate on the deity to whom we are offering obeisances. So this is a pranidhaya. So the father tolerates the son's offense, the friend tolerates the friend's offense. So there is offense there means um, because the relationship is always there's a balance of, or you can say tussle between emotions and, you can say, uh, some principles which should not be broken. So anger is there. Anger is an emotion. So one can become angry with in any relationship, but then again that anger should not cross that certain principle, that one should start distrusting the person. To that, distrust can also be there to certain extent, but not to that much extent, means is the other person think here he is not, he is totally my enemy, he is envious to me. What kind of friendship? So then that is if that happens, then that friendship does not remain. In original dham, in spiritual dham, such emotions cannot happen, that a person become against Krishna. No, that cannot happen. In material world, one can find this can happen. The greatest friend also can become the greatest enemy. So the greatest friend can also become the greatest enemy. Why? Because of there's no real love, there's no real friendship. This is only a shadow. So therefore, because the person is not enlightened in the true friendship, true relationship, so and anarthas are still there in the heart. So he cannot behave in a proper way. He forgets his own self. He forgets his own benefit. He forgets his own rasa. Whatever rasa, anyway, whatever rasa he has, a temporary rasa. Even he forgets that also. So material world is very deadly. Nothing is fixed here actually. Nothing can be certain. The life is not certain. The relationship is not certain. Anytime anything can happen. आदिष्टपूर्वं हृषेतो हृषितो अस्मि आदिष्टपूर्वं हृषितो अस्मि दृष्ट्वा भयेन च प्रव्यथितं मनो मे तदेव मे दर्शय देवरूपं प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास.
After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O Abode of universe.
अदृष्टपूर्वम Rishito asmi drishtva. Never seen before, this form never seen before. Who is saying? Arjuna is saying, and Krishna will also say now कि मैंने दिखाया भी नहीं है किसी को. तो अर्जुन ने पहले ही कंफर्म कर दिया ये फॉर्म कभी देखा नहीं था भगवान. सॉरी सॉरी, नहीं देखा था पहले कभी फॉर्म, इसलिए गलतियाँ किया मैंने ऊपर, लेकिन मैंने फॉर्म नहीं देखा था भगवान पहले कभी. आगे He's saying I am gladdened. मैं खुश हूँ. एट द सेम टाइम माइंड इज डिस्टर्ब्ड विद फियर. मैं डरा भी हूँ. अच्छा, ये दो इमोशन कैसे हो सकता है? कोई आदमी खुश भी हो डरा भी हो, ऐसा होता है क्या? इट्स डिफिकल्ट. माई माइंड इज डिस्टर्ब्ड विद फियर. So he is gladdened also, one thing because it's Krishna's form, his friend form, but his also mind is also disturbed with fear. So it's not very sustainable situation. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as a personality of God. So दर्शया देव रूपम, वो देव रूप अब दिखाओ भगवान मेरे को. कौन सा? कृष्ण का फॉर्म दिखाओ. Prabhupada says he is mentioning to show Narayan form, but Acharya says Dev means here Krishna, okay? So or Narayan, whatever. So Deva Rupam, Prasida Devesha. So means become happy with me, be gracious with me, Lord. Please be pleased with me. O Devesh, O Ishwar of all the Devas, Jagan Nivasa, O abode of universe, please show me your Deva Rupam. Now this विराट रूपम you close down. अब इसको बंद करो. ये विराट रूप से मेरे को डर लग रहा है. खुश हूँ लेकिन डर लग रहा है. अभी आप मेरे को देव रूपम, सो मी द देव रूपम, कृष्ण देव. This what universal form is material and temporary, as the material world is temporary. But in this Vaikuntha planet, he has a transcendental form with the four hands as Narayan. So Krishna, so Arjuna has a relationship with the transcendental form, and he somehow saw this material and temporary form. He became fearful and he started thinking that अरे क्या गड़बड़ कर दिया मैंने कृष्ण के साथ. Now I want to see his my own friend, जिसके साथ मेरा relationship है. I want to see that form because he has a relationship with that form. Thus the Arjuna desired, so such forms are innumerable, the form of Narayan or the form of Vishnu. Such forms are in innumerable number in Vaikuntha planets. So Arjuna desired to see one of the forms manifested in Vaikuntha planet. Of course, in each Vaikuntha planet, the form of Narayan is four-handed, but the four-handed holds different arrangement of symbols. So sometimes here in the right may have conch, and then left some Padma. So it can shuffle also. So this shuffling creates a different universe. In different Vaikuntha planet, different hands will have different objects, paraphernalia, and that's why the Vishnu is different. इसमें भगवान के राइट हैंड में कौन होगा तो अगले में हो सकता है कि लेफ्ट में हो. दैट्स वाई द डिफरेंट विष्णु. इट मीन्स the Lord has to hold in the right hand only. He cannot, otherwise the Vishnu will be same. मतलब अब देखो, अगर if you see from human intelligence, जैसे like if you give something in hand and I have to keep all the time in my hand, so sometime I may think थोड़ा सफल करो इधर उधर रखो. But no, here the Vishnu will change. Means through human intelligence we can't understand. The Prabhupada is saying the different arrangement of the symbols, the conch shell, the mace, the lotus and this, and thus the different Vishnu will be there. Like that. But all are same only. Ramadi Murti Sukalani Amena Tishtan. So how the Lord is so unique, so difficult to understand. He has so many human contradictory qualities. He looks like a human, but human can't do such things. He possesses all such qualities also. Tad eva rupa, the form of the son of Vasudeva, the form of sweet. Now here, the Acharya say, they are saying, Arjuna is saying, show me that tad rupam. कौन सा रूप? वो वासुदेव के son of Vasudeva. the form of sweetness which is millions of times dearer to my life. So favor to me, do not display to me that form of great power any longer. ये power वाला form हटा लो. हाँ? So basically, I have now seen you as the Lord of Devatas, the resting place of universe, Jagan Nivasa. It should be understood that Arjuna did not see the body of Krishna in the human form, which was origin of the all the forms. ठीक है. So basically, he want to now see the form of a Narayana, which he mentions here in next shloka. Here he mentions, I want to see that Narayan form. But Prabhupada says in previous purport only, he wants to see. Previous purport he says Deva Rupam, किरीटीनं गदिनं चक्रहस्तम् इच्छामि त्वां द्रष्टुमहं तथैव तेनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव विश्वमूर्ते.
O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form.
Yes, Sankha Chakra Gada Padma. That form he wants to see. Ramadimurti Sukalani Amena Tishtan. So, Brahma Samhita. The Lord has eternally situated in hundreds and thousands of forms. The main forms are those like Ram, Narsimha, Narayan, and they are also innumerable. But Arjuna knew that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, assuming the temporary universal form. He is now asking to see that form of Narayan, a spiritual form. ठीक है. Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte. So this is the Vishwamurti, Virat form. But now he wants to see Chaturbhujena Rupam. So Chaturbhujena Rupena, this form he wants to see. From Vishwamurti he wants to go to Chaturbhujena Rupena. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Prasannena Tava Arjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yogat Tejomayam Vishwamanantamadyam Yanme Tvad Annena Dishtapurvam.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency this supreme universal form within the material world. No one before you has ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effulgence.
Here Lord said that I have not shown to anyone this form before. किसी को नहीं दिखाया. ना दृष्ट पूर्वम here is important. ठीक है. So now I am very happily going to show you. Now, sorry, here is mentioned that happily have I shown you this my internal potency, this supreme universal form within the material universe. No one before you has ever seen this primal form. So त्वद अन्येना न दृष्ट पूर्वम, आपके अलावा किसी ने नहीं देखा है. और ये जो फॉर्म है ये भगवान की इंटरनल पोटेंसी से दिखाया गया है. तेजोमयम, तो तेजोमयम हियर इज मेंशन. आत्मयोग, ओके, आत्मयोगात इज माय इंटरनल पोटेंसी. तेजोमयम फुल ऑफ effulgence, so this is atmayoga. So here it mentions atmayoga means internal potency. Prabhupada says here, this form was manifested by Krishna through his internal potency, which is inconceivable by human speculation. No one had seen this universal form of Lord before Arjuna, but because the form was shown to Arjuna, other devotees in heavenly planets and in other planets in outer space could also see. They had not seen it before, but because of Arjuna, they were able to see it. In the other words, all the disciplic devotees of the Lord could see the universal form which was shown to Arjuna by the mercy of Krishna. Someone has commented that this form was shown to Duryodhana when Krishna went to Duryodhana to negotiate for peace. Unfortunately, Duryodhana did not accept this peace offer, but at that time Krishna manifested some of his universal forms. But those forms are different from this one shown to Arjuna. वो फॉर्म अलग था जो शांति दूत में भगवान हस्तिनापुर में जाके धृतराष्ट्र और दुर्योधना को जो दिखाए थे, और ये वाला फॉर्म अलग है। इसलिए भगवान बोल रहे हैं कि पूर्वम न दृष्ट पूर्वम, पहले कभी दिखाया नहीं है मैंने किसी को। ओके, now okay, now some Prabhuji can read. Yes, Balarajpu is there. Balarajpu. Okay, not there. Aman Prabhu there.
Yes, Shwari.
Okay, so you can read. न वेद यज्ञ अध्ययनेन
No one before you has ever seen this.
No, 1 minute. I have not started shloka. न वेद यज्ञ
Yes, yes.
अध्ययनेर न दान, ओके ये साथ में आएगा। न वेद यज्ञ अध्ययनेर न दानेर न च क्रियाभिर्न तपोभिरुग्रैः एवं रूप शक्य अहम निर्लोके तष्टुम त्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीर।
Oh, best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this unlimited form of mine. For neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances, can I be seen in this form in the material world.
So this is the shloka which mentions that
Okay.
no one can see this form unless one has a devotional service, unless one is a pure devotee. So it has to be requested by some pure devotee to Krishna, and then Krishna can show this form. Okay, how we'll see read now purport. Na veda yagger, na adhyaner, na daner, na cha kriyabhir, na tapo bhir ugray, एवं रूप शक्य अहम निर्लोके। तो अभी नाउ हियर इज मेंशन the divine vision in this connection should be clearly understood. Who can have divine vision? Divine means godly. Unless one attains the status of divinity as a demigod, he cannot have divine vision. And what is the demigod? It is stated in the Vedic scriptures that those who are devotee of the Lord Vishnu are demigods. Vishnu Bhakta Smrta Deva. Those who are atheists, those who do not believe in Vishnu, who recognize only the impersonal part of Krishna as a supreme, cannot have divine vision. It is not possible to decry Krishna and at the same time have a divine vision. One cannot have the divine vision without becoming divine. In other words, those who have divine vision can also see like Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita gives a description of universal form. Although the description was unknown to everyone before Arjuna, now one can have some idea of Vishwarup after this incident. Those who are actually the divine can see the universal form of the Lord, but cannot be divine without becoming pure, being a pure devotee of Krishna. But one cannot be divine without being a pure devotee of Krishna. The devotees, however, who are actually in the divine nature and who have divine vision are not very much interested in seeing universal form of the Lord. Yes. So, Prabhupada here is mentioning कि demigods, what is the demigod? It is stated in Vedic. Those who are devotees of the Lord, they are called demigods, and not those who think that impersonalism is or impersonalistic, having a Nirakar Brahman, seeing the Nirakar Brahman is greater than the Sakar Brahman or the Krishna. If such people are there, then they cannot have divine vision because they have no likeness only to see the form. वो लोग क्या फॉर्म देखना चाहेंगे? जिसको फॉर्म से अट्रैक्शन है वही फॉर्म को देखने का, जानने का चाहेगा. So here mention the demigods also. Prabhupada says that they can see the form, but then later he says one cannot be divine without being a pure devotee of Krishna. It means ultimately he says that he has to be pure devotee. He has to be pure devotee, and then he can see that form of Krishna. Now, here Acharya they says that basically by doing all such things, like in this verse there are some significant words just like the Veda Yagya Adhyaneya, which refers to studying Vedic literature and subject matter of sacrificial regulations. Veda refers to all kinds of the Vedic literature, 18 Puranas and Upanishad, Vedanta Sutras. One can study these at home and anywhere else. Similarly, there are the Sutra Kalpa Sutras and Mimamsak Sutras for studying the methods of sacrifice. Dane refers to the charity which is offered to the suitable party, such as those who are engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, the Brahmanas and the Vaishnavas. Similarly, the pious activity refers to the Agnihotra and the prescribed duty of the different caste. And the voluntary acceptance of some bodily pain is called tapasya. So one can perform all these, can accept bodily penance, give charity, study the Vedas, but unless he is a devotee like Arjuna, it is not possible to see that universal form. Those who are impersonalists are also imagining that they are seeing universal form of the Lord, but from Bhagavad Gita we understand that the impersonalists are not devotees and therefore they are unable to see the universal form of the Lord. Now we hear in second canto that the meditation of the impersonalist is Virat form. To purify, when they want to enter into dhyana dharana samadhi, now the object of dhyana for impersonalist is Virat form. So how can this Virat form be seen if he is not a devotee only? Virat meditation, it's mentioned in second canto. But those who are impersonalists are also imagining that they are seeing the universal form, but we understand that they are not devotees and they are unable to see that. They are imagining. Therefore, that is the imagination. That is not the vision. They have to imagine the form. It's mentioned in second canto that how the Lord's head is the Satyaloka, Brahmaloka, and then Maharloka, Tapaloka, all these things, and then the down Patal, and then in the middle earth. So they have to imagine certain form in their mind and start meditating. But they have not seen that form. But that form will only be seen by the pure devotee. Mentioned. So Krishna is saying that even somebody may do all the Vedic studies, dana, tapa, and all kind of rituals he may perform, but he is not eligible to see such form. This form which I have shown to you is rarely seen even by those who study the Vedas, follow other processes. I cannot be seen in this form, evam rupa, by anyone except you. The absence of visarga, okay, sandhi, theek hai. So like that. माते व्यथा मा च विमूढभावो दृष्ट्वा रूपं घोरं घोरं हृदिन्ममेदं व्यपेतभिप्रीत मना पुनस्त्वं तदेव मे रूपमिदं प्रपश्य.
You have been perturbed and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be, my devotee, be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire.
Vyapeta you become free from all fear. Pritamana, you become pleased in your mind, Arjuna. Now you become happy. So Krishna, he said before this verse that I happily showed you that form because you asked for that form. Now you became disturbed, you became fearful. Now you become happy and remove your fear, and I will show you the other form. So this is how the Lord fulfills the desire of devotees. So Krishna himself is saying, दृष्ट्वा रूपम घोरम, ये जो घोर रूप को देख के तुम बहुत डर गए, घोर रूप, horrible feature of mind, himself saying Krishna, this horrible feature of mind, horrible. His Prabhupada says na, godless display of godly opulence. So Krishna himself saying is a horrible feature, horrible है. तो भगवान का हॉरिबल फीचर भी है, हमें समझना है. दोनों है, हॉरिबल भी है एंड प्लीजिंग फीचर भी है. सो व्हाट वन वांट्स टू सी. सो कृष्णा हिमसेल्फ से, दोज हु डू नॉट एक्सेप्ट मी दे विल एक्सेप्ट मी एज अ डेथ. हॉरिबल फीचर ऑफ कृष्णा. Just see how Krishna explains this Virat form. Kalo Asmi, the beginning word which he used when Arjuna asked, "Who are you and what is your mission?" So he said, "What? Who am I? I am Kala." This is how he identifies himself, or he introduces himself to Arjuna. I am Kala. So in Virat form, he is not saying I am Virat or what. He is saying I am a Kala. So Virat is Kala. Okay. And then what is the mission? Loka Kshaya Krita. Loka Shaya Krita means I am, Lok means Sansara, Shaya means deteriorating or demolishing. Krita, the work of demolishing, I am going to do that. That is the function of Kala, just to degrade everything, demolish everything. So that is what the function of Virata. That is what is called horrible feature of mind. Krishna was showing that. Now let it be finished. Finished does not mean the form has disappeared, but the work is happening behind. My devotee be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can see now the form you desire. Nice. Prapasya Rupam. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was worried about killing Bhishma and Drona. Okay, so then he said that Krishna showed this universal form to Arjuna just to show him that the people were already killed for their unlawful actions. So, yes, let us read here. In the beginning, Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was worried about killing Bhishma and Drona, his worshipful grandfather and master. But Krishna said that he need not be afraid of killing his grandfather. When the sons of Dhritarashtra tried to disrobe Draupadi in the assembly of the Kurus, Bhishma and Drona were silent, and for such negligence of duty they should be killed. Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna just to show him that these people were already killed for their unlawful action. That scene was shown to Arjuna because devotees are always peaceful and they cannot perform such horrible actions. So, through this, what Prabhupada is saying here, because they did not behave in the assembly where Draupadi was mistreated, and so they were sinful. They did not do their duty properly. Being a elder in Kuru dynasty, being a guru, being a teacher, being a grandfather, if they are not doing their duty and just for namesake being such an elderly person, so they should be killed. So this is the reason here mentioned. Because of that unlawful action. So therefore Krishna is showing here, I have killed them. I have decided that they should be killed because of their unlawful action. The purpose of revelation of universal form was shown. Now Arjuna wanted to see the four-handed form. Krishna showed him. A devotee is not much interested in universal form, for it does not enable one to reciprocate loving feelings. Either a devotee wants to offer his respectful worshipful feeling, or he wants to see the two-handed form so that he can reciprocate in loving service with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what a devotee wants, either he can worship Lord Narayan, four-handed form, respectful, or the two-handed form to which he can reciprocate his love, but not this Virat form, Ananta Rupam, Virat Rupam, Adbhut Rupam. This form is horrible. घोर रूपम, घोरम, घोर रूपम, जैसी तो घोर रूपम नहीं देखना है. संजय उवाच इत्य अर्जुन वासुदेव इत्य अर्जुनं वासुदेवस्ततो तथोक्त्वा स्वकं रूप दर्शयमास भूय आश्वासमास च भीतमेनं भूत्वा पुनः सौम्य वपुर्महात्मा.
Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form and at last showed his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna.
Now Sanjaya is explaining to Dhritarashtra. Thus being requested by Arjuna, Lord Sri Krishna showed him that Saumya, Vapur, Mahatma, सौम्य वपुर भूतवा पुनः दोबारा दिखाया सौम्य वपुर. वपुर मीन्स बॉडी. सौम्य, very pleasing that form he showed. So yes, so Prabhupada says Saumya Rupam. Okay, let us read. When Krishna appeared as son of Vasudeva and Devaki, here is a son of Vasudeva, not Vasudeva. He first of all appeared as a four-armed Narayan. But when he requested by his parents, he transformed himself into ordinary child in appearance. Similarly, Krishna knew that Arjuna was not interested in seeing a four-handed form, but since Arjuna asked to see his four-handed form, Krishna also showed him this form again, then showed himself in the two-handed form. The word Saumya Rupam is very significant. Saumya Rupa is very beautiful form, and it is known as the most beautiful form. When he was present, everyone was attracted simply by Krishna's form, and because Krishna is the director of the universe, he just banished the fear of Arjuna, his devotee, and showed him again his beautiful form of Krishna. One minute. So in this verse, just see the both have come, the four-handed form also as well as two-handed form. Swakam Rupam Darshayam, and then last में Saumya Vapur. So this Saumya Vapur means it's a two-handed form. Okay, Saumya Vapur means two-handed form. As Prabhupada writes here, he displayed his four-armed form, and at last he showed his two-handed forms. So that is a Saumya Vapur. तो जो बहुत ही most beautiful, most pleasing, most loving form that he showed there. And therefore, okay, what is this personal form Swakam Roop? Okay, 1 minute 4 and which was requested by Arjuna, mixture of this that. Yes, just see, same thing is written. So the Swakam Rupam is four-handed form, and the Saumya Rupam is two-handed form. The words used here like that. His very sweet personal form, Swakam Rupam, with the four hands, crown, club, chakra, the ornaments, which was requested by Arjuna, was a mixture of sweetness and greatness. Then again the great soul became the two-handed, pleasant form, Saumya Rupam. So because this is Sanjay is explaining to Dhritarashtra. Arjuna Uvacha Dishtvedam Manusam Rupam Tava Saumya Janardana Idanim Asmi Samrittaha Sacheta Prakritim Gata.
When Krishna thus saw When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, O Janardhan, seeing this human like form, So very beautiful. I am now composed in mind and I am restored to my original nature.
हाँ, तव सौम्य जनार्दन, तो दिस सौम्य फॉर्म, कृष्णा टू हैंडेड फॉर्म इज वेरी प्लीजिंग एक्चुअली, वेरी अट्रैक्टिव, वेरी प्लीजिंग. एंड दृष्टवेदम मानुसम रूपम, इसको मानुसम रूपम भी बोलते हैं, मनुष्य का रूप है, दो हाथ मनुष्य के भी होते हैं, दो हाथ दो पैर. सो इट्स अ मानुसम रूपम, सौम्य रूपम, and that made Arjuna very peaceful. He settled. Samavrittaha. Here the word Manusam Rupam clearly indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be originally two-handed. Those who deride Krishna as if he were an ordinary person are shown here to be ignorant of his divine nature. If Krishna is like an ordinary human being, then how is it possible for him to show the universal form and again to the four-handed Narayan form? So it is very clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita that one who thinks Krishna is an ordinary person who misguides the reader by claiming that it is impersonal Brahman within Krishna speaking is doing greatest injustice. So first thing, that Krishna is not ordinary because he showed the universal form and four-handed form. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, lot of sound, who misguides the reader by claiming that it is the impersonal Brahman within Krishna speaking is doing the. So other people, commentator Prabhupada is saying, they are saying कि ब्रह्मन बोल रहा है भगवान के अंदर से, वास्तव में ब्रह्मन श्रेष्ठ है, सबसे बड़ा ब्रह्मन है. So he is also doing the greatest injustice. Means, see, this is too much. Someone is saying Krishna is having, he is a manusam rupam. He is a manushya only. He is an ordinary person. And what is this Virat form and Narayan form? They are separate. And who is speaking? Some Brahman is speaking from inside. Means they have neglected the form of Krishna fully. They have told he is a Manushya. Manushya cannot show such big form. Manushya cannot speak such big words. So he is not the person to be worshipped. This is called illusion. Full illusion, which Prabhupada is saying. Krishna is doing that, showing that form, Virat and then Narayan. And Krishna is only speaking. But these people cannot accept Krishna being a human form and so transcendental, so glorious. They cannot accept only. This is their problem. So Krishna has actually shown his universal form and his four-handed Vishnu form. So how can he be ordinary human being? A pure devotee is not confused by misguiding commentaries on Bhagavad Gita because he knows what is what. The original verses of Bhagavad Gita are as clear as the sun. They do not require lamp light from the foolish commentator. So lamp light is not required because sun को क्या lamp light चाहिए क्या? वो तो already चमक रहा है. श्री भगवान उवाच सुदूरदर्शनम् इदं रूपं दृष्ट्वान् असियन् मम देव अपि अस्य रूपस्य नित्यं दर्शन कांक्षिणा.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear."
Okay, so we'll discuss about that also. Su दूरदर्शनम, दर्शन दे दिया. दूरदर्शन, बहुत ही दूर का दर्शन है. आजकल दूरदर्शन पहले चलता था, अभी भी है पता नहीं. दूरदर्शन, दूर का दर्शन देने वाला दूरदर्शन. तो ये जो दुर्लभ है, ये जो फॉर्म है दुर्लभ है अर्जुना, आसानी से नहीं मिलता है देखने को. एंड वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सी. एंड उसके ऊपर सू भी लगा दिया है. दूरदर्शन तो है ही, सुदूरदर्शन मतलब और ज़्यादा उसको दुर्लभ कर दिया. ओके, नाउ दिस इज माई नित्या फॉर्म. In the 48th verse of the chapter, Krishna concluded revealing his universal form and informed Arjuna that this form is not possible to be seen by many pious activities, sacrifices. Just we read, na? Those who have read the Vedas, done the Yagyas, done the Swadhyay, पूरा पढ़ के आए हैं, दान तप, and yagya, whatever they have done, for them also this form of Virat form is not to be shown. They should have divine vision, and that divine vision only a pure devotee can have. That we saw in previous 48th verse. Okay. Now, here the word Sudurdarshanam is used, indicating that Krishna's two-handed form is still more confidential. अभी देखो, विराट फॉर्म तो वो भी दूर की बात है, ये तो और ज़्यादा दूर की बात है. One may be able to see the universal form of Krishna by adding a little tinge of devotional service to the various activities like penance, Vedic study, philosophical speculation. It may be possible, but without a tinge of bhakti, one cannot see. That has already been explained. So whatever somebody is doing, Vedic studies, philosophical speculation, add tinge of bhakti, you can see universal form. Still beyond that universal form, the form of Krishna with the two hands is still more difficult to see, even for demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva. They desire to see him, and we have evidence in Srimad Bhagavatam when he was supposed to be in the womb of his mother, the Devaki. All the demigods from heaven came to see the marvel of Krishna, and they offered nice prayers to the Lord. That is called Garbhastuti. Although he was not at the same time visible to them, they waited to see him. A foolish person may deride him, thinking him an ordinary person, and may offer respect not to him but to the impersonal something. So this Prabhupada is saying that they waited for him to see him. अच्छा, कोई ये बोल दीजिए आचार्य कमेंट, कोई somebody में से प्रभु जी ये तो दिख ही तो रहा है फॉर्म, इसमें क्या दूरदर्शन है, सुदूरदर्शन क्या है? So I have mentioned this thing in previous some classes. Mahavishnu could not see this two-handed form. Therefore he enacted that leela of stealing the children of Brahmana from Dwarka. You must remember, some of you remember that past time. So then we discussed that time कि why Mahavishnu could not see that, because Yoga Maya does not allow this to see anyone, any Tom Dick Harry to see this form. No, नहीं देख सकते. भले वो फॉर्म आपके सामने अपीयर हुआ है, but you cannot perceive the sweetness of that form. Cannot perceive that unless Krishna allows. So even Mahavishnu could not see, but he could interfere in the work of some Dwarka. He could interfere, take away the children. And when Krishna came in front of Mahavishnu, then he was given the darshan. तो भले फॉर्म महाविष्णु के एक यूनिवर्स में क्यों ना हो, भगवान की इच्छा के बिना नहीं देख सकते. ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीज यहाँ पे बोला जा रहा है. अभी कोई बोलेगा दुर्योधन ने भी देखा था. दुर्योधन ने क्या देखा था? वो भगवान का सौम्य रूप थोड़ी देख रहा है, वो तो भगवान को भी सोचते थे मायावी है कृष्ण. He is not seeing God as God. He is seeing God also as an enemy. Kamsa also saw Krishna, but he also saw as an enemy. So seeing is not seeing here. They are not seeing Krishna as a Krishna. So this we have to understand. So this Saumya Roop, where one can feel love and attraction, one can really reciprocate with God, that is very difficult. Because even to see the Virat form, one needs devotion. Can anyone having zero devotion see this Krishna form? Like Kamsa or like Duryodhana? They can never see. No devotion. How can they be qualified to see? They will only see some human form of Krishna. And they will say, "Are a human, but powerful human." Like that. So see, this is very, very important, mentioned here. That is why God, in each, we all have read in Ishopanishad, Taddejati, not that, Anejadekam manaso jabiyo. Through mind also one can run with all the demigods. If they are running with the speed of mind also, they cannot catch Krishna. How can't they catch? Krishna is standing at one place, still they cannot catch Krishna. In a similar way here also, Krishna is standing in front of someone, but still he cannot see Krishna. Kalevan, he could not catch Krishna. Krishna is simply walking and he was running, but he could not catch Krishna. So through logic, God cannot be understood. क्या अब चल रहा है ये, सामने खड़े हैं फिर भी नहीं देख पाओगे, because you are not allowed to see. That's why it's mentioned सुदूरदर्शनम. ये वाला जो फॉर्म है केवल भगवान अपनी इच्छा से ही दिखाते हैं. ब्रह्मा शिवा के लिए मुश्किल है. इसलिए हमें भगवान, इसलिए हम तो भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं ना. अभी हम हर दिन हम डीटीज देख रहे हैं अपने मंदिरों में, तो हम उनको अभी भी नहीं देख पा रहे हैं, वो कृष्ण ही है। जैसे हमारे लिए वो पत्थर हैं, उसी तरीके से दुर्योधन के लिए कृष्ण क्या थे? दुश्मन थे। अभी हमारा चर्म चक्षु है, जब तक प्रेम चक्षु नहीं होगा हम नहीं देख पाएंगे भगवान को, हम भी। तो वही हमारे पे भी अप्लाई होता है। तो अनलेस वी आल्सो डेवलप लव फॉर हिम, वी आर नॉट गिवन सैंक्शन टू सी हिज ओरिजिनल फॉर्म, सौम्य रूपम। If somebody is able to see that form Rupam, he becomes totally overwhelmed with the ecstatic emotions. As we see some other, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to show that form, and then they have to become totally uh, overwhelmed with the ecstasy, and they will fall down. Like Dhruva Maharaj, when he saw the Lord Vishnu showing his form, he fell down. When Advaita Acharya, he saw Advaita Acharya was shown this this Virat form by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then this Suklambar Brahmachari and Sridhar Kolavich he also saw. So like that, different Ramananda Rai he also saw. So Lord showed his form to Sarvam Bhattacharya, also he showed his form. So in all such cases, the devotees were filled with ecstatic emotions. So the reciprocation has to happen. अगर भगवान वास्तव में किसी को फॉर्म दिखा रहे हैं तो वैसा रेसिप्रोकेशन होना चाहिए, उसमें एक्सटेसी आना चाहिए, एंड ही हैज टू फील दैट ग्रेट इंटेंस urge to reciprocate with the Lord in form of a devotional prayers, in the form of glorifying him, like that. That has to happen. That is meaning of seeing the form. Like somebody eating rasgulla and then saying खा लिया मैंने, अरे खा लिया, टेस्ट कैसा था? और ये खाते ही चक्कर आना चाहिए उसको, मतलब लगना चाहिए कि रसगुल्ला खाया, वाह वाह वाह, ऐसा। तो भगवान को देखने का वो मतलब है। ओके, ना हम वेदे न तपसा न दानेन, ओके ये अलग है मीटर। ना हम वेदे न तपसा न दाने न चेज्जया सक्यम एवं विदो दष्टुम दृष्ट्वानसि माम यथा। यस प्लीज।
The form you are seeing with your understanding, with your transcendental eyes, cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am.
न हम वेदे न तपसा न देव दाने न चिज्जया साक्यम एवं विदो दष्टुम दृष्ट्वानसि माम यथा। So same repetition here as for Virat form. Same Krishna is saying for his Sudurdarshanam, Saumya Rupam. ठीक है। For scholars who have simply studied Vedic literature by the way of grammatical knowledge or mere academic qualification, Krishna is not possible to understand, nor is he to be understood by person who officially go to temple to offer worship. They make their visit, but they cannot understand Krishna as he is. Krishna can be understood only through the path of devotional service, as explained by Krishna himself in next verse. Next verse he will say, भक्त्या त्वम् अनन्य शक्या अहम् अहम् एवं विदो अर्जुन ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप।
My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding.
This is very very important. So here Krishna directly mentions, just see, उधर भगवान ने मेंशन उतना नहीं किया था, which Prabhupada said that with little tinge of bhakti you can, with your Vedic studies and tapasya, with a tinge of bhakti mixing, you can see that the Lord, ठीक है, मिक्स भक्ति से भी चलेगा। यहाँ पे त्वम अनन्यया, अनन्य भक्ति के द्वारा ही मैं देखा जा सकता हूँ ये दो हाथ वाले फॉर्म में, अनन्य भक्ति के द्वारा। और कोई भक्ति, मिक्स भक्ति नहीं, नहीं चलेगा। ज्ञातुम द्रष्टुम च तत्वेन। अब यहाँ प्रभुपाद का लंबा परपट होगा। यस, सो व्हाट वी विल डू, बेटर विल डू टुमारो। ठीक है, we will complete this whole chapter and we will go to the next chapters. Hare Krishna. Any question anyone has? What we discussed till now? Yes,
Hare
please.
Krishna, Ji.
Yes.
So, Ji, we were discussing like the transcendental form of two hands can, it is very, so it is like it cannot be seen by anyone. But the people who were seeing it when Krishna was present, so we should consider them devotees, or they had the qualification to see.
No. Unless they are, see, I said na, when you eat rasgulla, you should feel sweetness and you should feel, oh, such a nice rasgulla. Now God is the most transcendental personality. By seeing him, one should be feeling love in his heart. That is the meaning of seeing him.
True.
That effect should appear. Then, like if somebody is, like just imagine, a rich person comes, he has dressed himself in certain way, and then he comes and talks to you and then says, okay, how are you, and then he came for certain purpose, he talks and then goes back. And then after he goes back, then you see, I saw this is, then you saw see in the television, this is a very rich man. I saw the same person. You saw the same person but did not recognize him. पहचान नहीं पाया तुम उसको. तो फिर ये लोग भगवान के फॉर्म को भले देख भी लेंगे, लेकिन वो भगवान की तरह उनको समझ नहीं पाएंगे. जैसे हम भी अभी डीटीज को देख रहे हैं, भगवान के फॉर्म को देख रहे हैं, बट आर यू एबल टू रेसिप्रोकेट विद हिम और रियली गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ गॉडहुड what he has? No, not much, because we are not eligible right now. So Krishna had levels of reciprocation, so according to our qualification. So unless we are pure devotee filled with the pure love, he will not show his original attractive form. वो नहीं दिखाएंगे जिससे हम एकदम अट्रैक्ट हो जाएं और बस सब कुछ भूल जाएं, भगवान को ही बस याद रखें. वो अभी नहीं दिखाएंगे. अभी वो फॉर्म है सेवा का. अभी क्या है, अर्चा विग्रह मीन्स सेवा फॉर्म. You just come and serve me time to time, punctual, cleanliness, all these things. Address me, worship me, that is there. But when you continuously do, when I become pleased, then I will show you that very attractive and you can say transcendental form of mine, which will create a great emotion inside you. तो इसी तरीके से ये तो भक्ति मार्ग में मैं बता रहा हूँ मैं. Even for outsiders who are not in bhakti marg, for them how they can see Krishna. Even Krishna shows his form also. Now it depends upon Krishna to invoke that devotion in the person. Again, by seeing him, he becomes invoked and then he falls trembling, everything happens. It means okay, theek hai. So now Krishna is bestowing him some mercy. So then that is on Krishna. Krishna's mercy, on Krishna's mercy it can happen, but ordinarily it is not possible to see his form. Therefore he mentioned Sudur Darshanam, and tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Ananya Bhaktya.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brajpati Gopinath Prabhu. Yes.
Same question, Prabhu. Like when Mahaprabhu is doing his pastimes, many devotees he met, some has taken his advantage, some did not. And also some unknown people like fishermen, some other people who touched him, like so they get affected with Harinam, though be also his whole village. How we can understand this? And also one more question is, some people outsiders will get to our temples, ISKCON temples, they see the decoration of the deities. So they attract, so weekly they will come or like whenever free time. So by coming for darshan, slowly they become devotees and some are also initiated also. How we can understand? Because the karmi people, like Krishna won't reveal his like forms, like
See,
how they're become.
Prabhupada clearly says also this thing. Karmi people, they become ecstatic in front of Krishna also, and in front of sense gratification also. So their ecstasy is quite sentimental. It's not based upon truth. It's not based upon तत्वतः. तत्वतः कृष्ण को तत्वतः समझो. हम भगवान को तत्वतः देखना है हमें. When Arjuna is seeing Krishna, he is glorifying with proper realization, with proper relationship also. He is understanding he is my friend. So therefore, the revelation of God to his devotee will only be complete when both are at the proper transcendental level. जो दोनों transcendental level पे हैं, then God's revelation has certain value. Otherwise, he is such a transcendental personality, pure personality, and he is showing to some Tom Dick Harry without giving him mercy, and he does not recognize only. He just says, he just does not glorify only. Then God will also means इतना बड़े भगवान है उनका बेइज्जती हो जाएगा. तो या तो भगवान उसको कृपा दे के उसको उठा के then show the darshan, or if that is not there, then God will only show that much to which he will become little attracted. So God has different levels actually for his way to show his forms, different levels. अब कर्मी लोग वो तो किसको भी देख के खुश हो जाते हैं, अरे कितना सुंदर है, बहुत अच्छा. If they regularly come to temple by seeing that form, it means certain कृपा has happened. कुछ कृपा हो गया उनके ऊपर हर दिन. जैसे कई लोग बोलते हैं आप कोई कथा दो, बोले क्या कथा दिया है, क्या कथा दिया, मस्त एकदम मस्त कथा दे, ताली बजाएंगे, बोलेंगे ठीक है अब हर हफ्ते से कथा होगा. नहीं 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 नहीं, अभी आप 2-2 महीने बाद एक बार हम बुलाएंगे आपको तब कथा होगा. तो इतना ताली क्यों बजाया? तो कई लोग बोलने के लिए बोलते हैं, उनके मुंह में और फीलिंग्स में बहुत डिफरेंस है. द वर्ड्स एंड फीलिंग्स हैव टू फार. What they speak and how they feel both are different. आजकल लोग दिखाते ज़्यादा हैं, आज दिखावटी बहुत ज़्यादा है. या तो बोलो मत उतना, जितना जितना जरूरी उतना ही सम्मान देना चाहिए. वो 1000 चीज़ बोलेंगे वाह 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 वाह, और जब उनको कमिटमेंट के लिए बोला तो कुछ नहीं करेंगे. तो देन फॉर इट्स लाइक दैट एक्चुअली. बट दिस इज नॉट तत्वतः, दिस इज सिंपली शोइंग थिंग विद सम. They have got attracted, but that is not the real attraction. Yes. What are the another question you said?
Mahaprabhu pastimes, like many
Mahaprabhu
devotees ask
pastime.
him.
Okay, correct. So see, Mahaprabhu, when this fisherman touched Mahaprabhu, so Mahaprabhu was himself ready to open that trunk of love of Godhead. He said ना कि अरे मैं आया हूँ उसको खोल के बांटने के लिए, मेरे को हेल्प करो. और उन्होंने तो सिस्टम बोल बना दिया था कि मैं जिसको टच करूंगा उसमें प्योर लव ऑफ गॉडहेड चला जाएगा. ही वॉज प्रीचिंग बाय टचिंग. सो ही हैज ओपन मीन्स मर्सी दे दिया था पहले. मीन्स भगवान ने लास्ट लेवल, भगवान बोले कि मैं महाबदन्याय रूप में हूँ, जो मुझे देखेगा, जो मुझे टच करेगा उसको लव ऑफ आने वाला है, चलो अब आने वाला है बस. तो भगवान ने वो लॉक खोल दिया था. कृष्ण के फॉर्म में भगवान ने लॉक लगा के रखा है. नहीं नहीं, जब तक तुम सरेंडर नहीं करोगे, भक्त नहीं बनोगे, नहीं दिखाऊंगा मैं. नहीं तो व्हाट इज द क्वालिफिकेशन ऑफ जगाई एंड मधाई टू हैव अ प्योर लव ऑफ गॉडहेड? व्हाट इज द नो क्वालिफिकेशन. भगवान ने दे दिया और फिर उनको दिखाया फॉर्म. तो है देखो, तो वो जो फॉर्म है कृपा देने के लिए आया है. महाप्रभु का फॉर्म कृपा देने के लिए. भगवान कृष्ण का फॉर्म वो लीला है, वो पुरुषोत्तम है भगवान, वो लीला करते हैं. उनकी इच्छा है तो पूतना जैसे राक्षसी को दे देंगे, ऊपर इच्छा है तो दे देंगे. मिनिमम तो उनका सायुज्य होता है कृष्ण का, जिसको मारते हैं सायुज्य मिलता ही है. उसके बाद उसमें उसके आगे कितना उसको ऊपर पहुंचाना है वो उनकी इच्छा के ऊपर है. ऐसा नहीं सबको एक ही जगह मिलेगा, नहीं. वो बोलेंगे मेरे को इच्छा नहीं है, वो इसको इधर ही रहने दो सायुज में, तो सायुज में ही रहेगा. महाप्रभु का अलग है. महाप्रभु तो जिसको टच किए वो तो डायरेक्टली लव ऑफ गॉडेड ही दे रहे हैं, भगवान प्रेम ही दे रहे हैं, है कि नहीं. तो महाप्रभु का प्रेम है. लेकिन महाप्रभु का भी समय था उस समय, और उस समय ऑफेंस का भी अच्छा रिजल्ट था। ऑफेंस किया तो एकदम बहुत ही ज़्यादा तकलीफ भी होगा। ऑफेंस ऑफेंस भी किया तो तकलीफ, और भगवान को प्रसन्न कर दिया तो फिर तुरंत लव ऑफ गॉड। So when God comes in this world to spread religion and in his certain mood, so at that time the things happen very quick, very quick. जैसे एग्जाम्पल आप देखो, जैसे व्हेन यू सी इन सम मूवीज, व्हेन मूवीज में जब एक हीरो एक मुक्का मारता है तो जिसको मारता है कितना दूर जाके गिरता है वो, और रियल रियल लाइफ में कोई मुक्का मार के देखो तो वहीं पे भी नहीं गिरेगा वो नीचे। तो जब कृष्ण और राम आते वो हीरो के फॉर्म में आते हैं तो मूवी रहती है उस समय, उसमें सब चीज फास्ट होता है, वो एक मारेंगे तो उधर गिरेगा वो, तो वैसा होता है। और जैसे ही वो चले जाते मूवी बंद हो जाती है। फिर 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 आचार्य लोग आके फिल्म बनाते हैं। उनको बोलते हैं यू ऑल हैव टू चैंट 16 राउंड फॉर रिलेटिव प्रिंसिपल एंड योर मूवी विल बी मेड व्हेन यू गो टू स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड। यू ऑल हैव यू आर इन अप्रेंटिस नाउ। हम सबको ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं अभी, मतलब मूवी बनाने के लिए ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं। तो वी आर गोइंग टू बिकम द पार्टिसिपेंट इन द कृष्णा's ultimate movie. So but before that we have to become apprentice. So but Krishna has come, he shown his movie and went. उसमें गुंडों कैसे मारा, कैसे प्रेम दिया, फाट 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 सब करके चले गए वो भगवान जब आते तो ऐसा होता है, जब वो चले गए उसके बाद नहीं होता है वो, उसके बाद वो परंपरा सिस्टम चलती है। तो ऐसा है एक्चुअली। तो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इन दैट वे कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु नमो महावदन्या अवतार, विच नो बडी हैज गिवन राधा कृष्ण, what is that, हलादनी शक्ति रस्मान, सो राधा कृष्ण प्रेम विकृति है। सो दिस प्रेम जो राधा कृष्ण का जो प्रेम है जिसको खुलेआम बांटने आए, कोई अभी तक दिया नहीं है ऐसा अवतार, और वो डायरेक्टली बांट रहे भगवान फ्री फ्री। What is the difference in previous when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was distributing and now? The difference is that time it was quickly achieved. The श्रद्धा से प्रेम लेवल का जो समय था वो तुरंत हो जाता था, चुटकी में, भगवान के टच से या कृपा से। अभी सेम ही दिया जा रहा है, द सेम फ्रूट ऑफ लव ऑफ गॉड इज देयर इन हरिनाम इन डिवोशनल प्रोसेस, बट दैट नाउ डिपेंड्स अपॉन आवर सिंसेरिटी and Lord's kripa. So Lord's kripa has become little slow after he has left. So he has kept now journal kripa, and then our sincerity is wanted. So therefore this श्रद्धा से प्रेम का जो पाथ है वो लंबे समय तक जाएगा। तो ऐसा है एक्चुअली। जब भगवान आते तो भाई मूवी चलती है, भगवान जाने के बाद सब लोग ट्रेलर बना रहे हैं या जो भी बोलो, ट्रेलर नहीं तो ऐसा बोलो कि अप्रेंटिस में लग रहे हैं सब लोग। अभी nobody is perfect, it's like that, we have to do our own sadhana. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki okay na, understood? Okay, Hare Krishna, end here. Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhuji, when we'll get the result for unit
Yeah,
1?
let me actually these days went little busy, I could not search out all those things, so I will find it out, I will tell, बताता हूँ।
And OBA also, OBA, we have to start writing that.
Yes, OBA को बताता हूँ, yes, I will spend time on this.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Okay, Hare Krishna.